So we should be live now. Hello and welcome to our weekly code review session. And today we are trying to adjust more messages in the danger file command. We had an attempt where I tried to find how to change something, but I totally failed, and Doug would take over this effort. So we are trying to amend how DangerBot feedbacks with the commit messages, warnings, and descriptions in the commit message, and there was something else to it. Um,
Yep. Yep. So basically, we are getting this same alerts we're getting entries in the table for every single alert about a commit on a commit, and then for multiple commits. And we want to collapse all those into one table entry so we don't overload the table and we can scale a little bit better. So what we did was we found the commit linter itself is in uh, um, a gem that we put our custom plugins in for danger files so we can use it across multiple projects. So this one we've been able to narrow down to some of the messages, or what we're seeing is one of these, one of these. So this is where we're getting it, right? And so what we initially thought, so when we look at those, they show up as an entry for every single one of these, for every single commit if they violate them. So imagine if we have two commits that violate all of these, we're going to have 10 entries, 10 rows in the table. So what we want to try to do is like collapse all those down into just one row for this type of an error across many commits. So just one row in the end. So to do that, we got to dig into like how this is running. And so the base linter is used by a few things. So let's see here. The problem is that some of these things are shared by the merge request thing because it also complains about, looks at the merge request title and things like that. And those are common things. So you can see we got two here. Now we have to think like, is this going to, first we got to see what's happening. And then we got to decide is like, are we going to break the merge request part or is it just going to be fine when we do it? So we just got to be aware of that. Um, so let's look at the commit linter and see where it's called first. This is what's calling that base linter, and let's just see how it is called. Okay, so it's calling it per commit. Okay, so this gives us a little bit of a, let's move it to the right, collapse this. Okay, so this is telling me that's singular. That's what that's telling me.
mhm.
So our first thing is to, how do we make this a plural? So let's see where it's actually lighting up the thing. Here we go. Warn commit. I'm feeling like we need to figure out where it's printing the lines first. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So that's where it's printing it. And my guess is this is getting called by each commit.
Mhm.
And some of the problems with editing this code is like it's in a danger file. It's not well tested, so any changes to it. So it's almost like to be confident in our changes fully.
We need first to cover that with tests.
Yeah. And that would mean moving this
Yeah.
out, and that's fine. But we just got to consider that, like, are we comfortable making this change cowboy style? Not cowboy style, but like Wild West. I
Yeah.
don't know, something like where you don't have tests really, you're just verifying it manually. And we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. But like ideally, we should test move this in a construct that's better testable, and then make our change. So let's look here. Lint commits. So this has plural. That looks good. I like that idea. Lint commits, git commits, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So lint commits says lint commit. This is like misleading. So lint commits must call lint commit would be my guess. Let's see. Lint commit. Yes, right? And here's our iteration.
Hmm.
Okay. And I feel like this is the issue. So this might mean that like we may not have to modify the base linter if the iteration logic is controlled here. If the messaging is controlled here, we could possibly batch it up here and not have to touch that area, which would be great. Um, so let's
I see there's on 107 there's a one of fail commits that also
Mhm.
accepts plural.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's like a not one of our things, meaning it's just like they got a mix of overall errors in here and then an error per commits concept in here. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? That's what it kind of feels like. If help.squash MR, I don't care about this. Squash MR. Yeah, this is just telling you should probably squash. Okay. If helper.squash MR, what is this telling us? Return true unless CI squash. Okay. This must be just if the squash option is checked.
But it's not so effective, I guess, because we get messages about all the commits still.
We, I don't know what. Okay, so it says if it's set to squash.
Mhm.
Okay, this is just logic that does. I don't think we should pay attention to this part for this. I think it's a separate warning
Yeah,
about.
for now, yeah, we don't need that.
So let's, I think it's this one right
Mhm.
here. I think this one, and then this counts it if there's any failed, and then it says this may be the thing that, hmm, okay, this may be the thing that's actually iterating over them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is it right there. And then, so this is batching them up, and this is saying make them all on a different line. Okay,
Mhm.
let's just look into lint commit to make sure we understand what it's doing. Okay, don't care about the return statements. I just want to make sure it's not, or if helper, okay, it's basically changing warnings to failings, right? Squash up stuff. Okay, I don't care about the squash up stuff. Linter.suggestion, fail, you're applying suggestion. Okay, I don't care about it. I think this is all like,
Lint to lint, and that's it.
yeah, there's like
Mhm.
multiple concerns happening in one
Mhm.
thing
Mhm.
here. And it's like, I only care about this one.
Mhm.
So when we call linter, it gets the commit linters, and then the commit linters answer to what? Warn or fail commits. They listen to problems. And the problems are exactly what we were mapping right here,
Mhm.
right? Okay. And this is what we're adding it on. Okay.
So
So
instead
let's,
of
mhm.
yeah iterating over each and issuing a warning on them, we should rather reverse this and look for all subject to short details too many changes and details line to line, extract them and have a warning on them and have another whatever
Agreed.
that is on 119, whatever we are doing there, that would be a separate thing.
Yeah, that one must be doing, where is the, it must be anything that doesn't map to too short, must be too long. I don't know what that one's about. So this one's covering three of these five things. And then it says, okay, well, everybody else go here. Okay. Um, when you have to figure out where level is coming, where's level coming from there? Default. Okay. Okay, that's, I don't care about that. That's just saying call, warn, or fail. Okay, so it's just making the ones like basically this is just saying every no matter what, these are all warnings. And this one's saying,
Yep.
well, based on if you send default to fail, these ones, the other two are could be a fail.
I didn't quite catch what's the other two because there is subject to short.
Yeah.
and details too many changes and details
Yeah.
line too long.
Yeah. Let's look at details. Too many changes. Where does that show up? It's in the commit linter itself. So here, this
Mhm.
one takes the base and then it merges on their stuff. So there's a whole bunch more here than just those
Mhm,
five.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
And there's
mhm.
your details changes. Commit that change and more, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Details too long. Okay, cool. Uh, big
So
bucket.
mhm.
Don't care. Okay.
We split the fail linters on into two groups, one with those three warning level messages, and the other are
Yeah, maybe we can be more
Mhm.
declarative here. You're saying like, I think we need a warn and a fail. You know what I mean? Like we need to, instead of batching up like this is doing, we should batch up along the lines of only sending one warn commit and only sending one danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just you know split into two groups, or we filter separately them, whatever.
I'm thinking about something else.
Uh,
Uh, let's see here.
you're the master of Ruby.
Okay, so this is the squash. That's what's happening. Okay, so if the squash is the trigger, I'm wondering if we can, on these mappings, define a fail concept, something to get us a little more declarative here, so I don't have to do a send um, in this way. I don't know if that buys us anything though, because my fear is like we'll be able to batch up the fails, but I won't be able to batch up the warns because it's like meta. And it'll always have these ones, but then I don't have like these ones. Let's see. What can we do here?
But we can like so we can first of all we can filter out the all those three messages, right?
Yeah, let's try something else though. I'm just going to be dumb
No,
here,
yeah,
and I'm going to do something like
yeah.
I'm going to do the easy path here. And let's do,
Then we dump everything.
yeah, I'm going to try like see
Yeah.
if like this path becomes clear. And this is just like the wrong way here, but I didn't want to cut that. So keep that logic, but then just we do it like that.
Mhm,
Now we got for the helper not squash default to fail. Squash. I hate negating logic with true. I can't remember it.
mhm.
If default to fail. Okay, so if it's set to squash, we're going to default to warn, I guess. Yeah. Well, whatever it is. Okay, now we got them all in one place, right? Now we can do something like, what is warn commit? Let's look at warn commit. Okay, it's just doing that, but it's doing build message. Let's take these. We're gonna have to rewrite those, I believe, or create another version of those, right? So it's sending to warn commit. I want to send them all, right? I want to do
Mhm.
something like, uh, not that. I want to do something like warn commits. And then I
Mhm.
want to do linter.problems. I just want to send it
Mhm.
to linter, right? That's what I want to do. Okay. And now we just
Well,
get like,
what additional info we have in the linter?
um, in which,
Like,
oh, well,
mm,
it needs to get the problems because it's sending,
mhm.
we need to send it the problem so we can get the problem description.
Oh, and the linter commit. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so those, I'm just
Mhm.
saying, just
Mhm.
going down the
Yeah, yeah.
path of saying like, maybe we just let the warn commits that doesn't exist yet handle that. And let's do that. Let's see. And let's do this and you start rewriting it from the ground up. And then linter. And this will be linter.commit. And what was it was problems though. Problems were being iterated on, not the actual thing, right? Yeah, not the problems. So the problems, got it. I want to send it linter and linter.problems. I think that's what I want to send it.
You
Because
want to say it separately?
no, you're right. I can iterate on the other side. Linter.problems, but this is like linter. Where was this saying? Linter.commit, that's a global thing. It's the problems that are iterated on.
Yep.
Okay, so we have linter.commit and and the message comes from linter.problems. Okay. Linter.problems do and it was like something I don't care about. And then my guess is that's a hash, so I could probably just do values, but I don't know yet.
Problem key, problem description.
There we go. Yeah, I want those two things, right? And then I go up here. Okay. And now warn does build message. Okay, self.warn is the actual hook. And I want to bring this in here. I don't want to create another method for now. I can't see it that way. And this is going to be that. And then where it was linter.commit, that was down there. Okay. Got
Can
it.
we just join all these build messages? Like we can
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
map.
to figure here. Linter.commit. Commit is the first thing. There's commit.shot. Okay. Linter.commit. I just want to make sure I get everything the way it was, especially without test. There may be tests on this, but I've never seen a danger file being able to be tested unless it's some interesting way.
I mean, we could probably call from line 30. We could map all those things on build message. Instead of doing each, we could map on them and then just join everything together.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Something like that. And then that's an array, but then that's joined. I think I want to do it.
I'm not sure about syntax. Maybe we could still
Yeah,
join, but on the line 31, we could call that build message.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you're right. I was trying to just recreate it there in case I needed to change it.
And then joining them, probably.
Okay, and those join build message that provides back a string. So then I map it. That's going to give me an array, I guess. Let's do. I want to do this. Uh, uh, wonder what that does. You know,
Right.
right. Well, that's without
Yeah.
any of our formatting, of collapsing it or anything. I wonder if that'll just do it. It's a problem of testing this. Let's see if we can find when this was added. if in the merge request there is like any documented way
Yeah.
or some test we're not seeing or something like that.
We probably could create an MR to this one as you did for the
Yeah, the problem is that I don't know how to get it to fail in the dangers file gem if unless it's running against itself, you know.
yeah, I mean we could create, dumb
Here's a
mm,
spec.
commits.
Maybe we're
Mhm.
gonna get some help here. No, no. Yeah, see, that's the only test. Hey, and then all this stuff was added. Okay. Yeah, how about in the overview? Is
Mhm.
any pretty images maybe or anything like that? Nope. Okay, so that didn't help. Um, does this thing actually use itself? That's the question,
Uh,
right?
I hope so. Let's try to push an MR and
Let's see danger
um,
file. We can see it
the
danger for project. It's a default, so it should. If it's
can you
in it.
switch to the repo and see MRs, like latest MRs? If they run this,
Oh, let's
then there
see.
would be something.
Uh, we can't tell unless there's an error, right?
Mhm.
Uh,
I mean, on the main repo, it does still. Oh, it's for the review roulette, but it kind of
here you
always
go.
leaves some. Oh
There it is.
yeah, we have that. Cool.
Good, good, good. So that's a
And
good
yeah, we have
verification. And there's
exactly the
that
same
error.
message.
And there's that error,
Oh,
right? So it is there. We just got
yeah.
to violate it and see what
Yep.
happens. And our manual way of testing, but ideally we should make this more testable.
I
Um,
never, sorry, I never saw errors in the main repo danger files. Have you?
here it is.
The
This is the one I was looking at from danger files. That's why I wanted to. Is that what
yeah,
you?
have you seen those in the main repo?
This one?
Like an error level of
Yeah,
message.
that will happen if you don't have squash set. I think that was the logic we saw,
Right.
right? If they do the squash, what is it? Squash, we're not in there.
Yeah, there was one, and what was the other level?
It's warned in error, so that's why
Mm-hmm,
it's happening.
hmm
Let me find the use of it here. Here it is. See, default to fail, and that's what we were trying to get around here by being stupid.
hmm
I'm like,
hmm
let's just assume
Yeah.
when it's set to squash, you're not going to get that
No,
because
no,
why?
I
Yeah.
I got that part. I think I never
Yeah, you know
saw
what
it
what
fail.
happens
Mhm,
is that I think on our default, you can set the squash merge request to be a default at the project level settings,
mhm,
and we have that set in GitLab, and it must not be
mhm.
set here,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
someone
But but no,
purposely unchecked
I,
it.
I rather meant to point that, and I don't think I saw, at least not often, this in other messages as well. Like we might not, utilize that
We do.
often.
I've seen it pop up, but you have to be pretty like
Hmm
I know on the RuboCop one, some of the RuboCop ones, I may have used it. It should
hmm
only be used if it's blocking because it'll fail the danger job,
hmm
right? And so that's why.
Maybe we do want that. That's what I mean. And maybe we do want this level of, blocking.
Gotcha. If it's not set to squash, right? I don't know. I don't know
Or
why we care so much more about this one than we do about these,
hmm hmm
or type of thing, or especially this one.
hmm
Um, I don't know. Um, to me, it's like they're all part of the same thing. I don't know who is the arbiter of deciding this one is fatal and
hmm
this one's not, type of thing. To me,
hmm
it's like just especially when it's talking about like capital versus not. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like that and the 72 characters are the same level of care for me. Whether it's
I would
whether it's a blocking thing or warning, that's
I
whatever they
would
should.
ex I would expect the first commit to be, to have different rules, but I think I didn't kind of, at least I didn't grasp that from the code, that we distinguish the first commit and the other commits
I
in the
don't think
code.
it's about the first or the other commits.
Yeah, just about rules, at
Just
least
about the
in the
subject. This is
method.
subject
Mhm.
versus like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
characters
yeah.
per line.
Mhm. Let's get back to that a bit later.
Okay. So
I,
we're here.
mhm, mhm.
If we were to, is this runnable right now? We're not going to know until we run it. Uh, but I feel like if we guessed correctly here, um, and that's the problem here. I wonder if danger local runs here. Let's see. Lib, no. Like it's left hook set up here to run danger local. No, we have danger locals a break task anyways. And I don't know if it's provided by the overall gem or by us in GitLab. Let's look for like danger local. Because that'll allow us to like, not have to run on it. Where is danger local defined? It's good that I can't find it here
Mhm,
almost because that means it must come from like the gem,
mhm.
right? And so, okay, we're just talking about it there and doing like that. So I wonder if I can just copy that and run that here. First, let's just see. Uh, let's do this first. Da, 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 da. Of course, it's at a different Ruby version than everything else I'm running.
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. Where is my where is my mm, thing that tells me the version? Is it just defined in here? Gem spec. Okay, cool. Yeah, gem spec. Why not? Okay. What is this error telling me? Okay, whatever. Okay, let's try that.
Why don't we have like no mice, no
No, I have
ldef?
mice, but it's not.
No, not in the rep, I mean.
Yeah, I think it's more that not many people touch it that often. So like, to
Mhm,
do these
mhm.
types of things, like you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
like do every one of them.
Yeah.
This is the whole point for the gem, so we don't have to do every one of them for danger too, I guess. So
Mhm,
it's like, I'll just do what it says. Okay, it's defined in this lock file right here.
mhm, mhm.
Okay, I need mice. What did I do to install mice to use mice in my other area? Is there some dot file? Because it's trying to update my core one. It's not seeing
Mhm.
mice. See, mice H. Uh, so we, so I fumble through this thing. Is it mice version? I don't care about the mice version, right? I only care about. How do I tell it which one to use of Ruby? That's the thing. Mice use insta that adds the version to blah blah blah. You can see right there, I'm going to my bin. I don't want that. That's my problem right now, right? I need to tell it to use
Mhm, mhm.
to go to the mice one.
There was some mice install or mice,
Yeah, okay.
starting something.
Mice install. Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, that's not it because that's like
Mhm,
global,
mhm.
right?
Um,
Outdated. Let's see. How do I tell mice to use a specific version? and of my Ruby installed by Mize in my current app. Okay, I guess there's a Mize toml here.
Mhm.
Let's see. Or maybe it's using tool versions because I know it can go between them both, I believe. Is there tool versions here? Of course not. That's probably the issue. Um, hmm. Uh, can I use tool versions with Mize? Okay, perfect. Let's do it. I'm just going to do this and hack stuff out
Mhm.
of it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's see if RubyMine is nice enough.
There should be some equivalent of, you know, initiating a folder and creating the MyStorml. I don't know.
Yeah, this should be. Let's try that. Let's do, I don't know if I need to activate it or just restart my shell to see it. Let's see. There we go. Okay, good. We'll lose that one for
Yay.
now. We could probably be way up
Mhm.
further on. Okay, so let's do bundle. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. And then does this exist? Uh, install local, install tangent into your gems without network access. I don't even know what that. I think that's what we mean. Okay, danger local must not be something provided by that, I guess. Whatever. Okay, let's carry on. Oh gosh, come on. Come on. I'm gonna be you know, uh I don't want my ID from my
Yeah,
like, you
you're
know.
the first one opening this with a lot of
Yeah, it does make
store.
sense
Yeah.
because I know I would have been annoyed by it and not done it a
Yeah.
long time ago, but I've been in this project, so I figure. Uh, okay, cool.
Mhm.
Um, okay, let's violate it. How many ways can I violate it here? I'll start with a lowercase. Uh, do that.
Yay.
Violate 72 characters,
Yeah.
violate the capital thing, and then what else can we
Mhm.
violate? What did we
I
see?
think I think we can create additional commits just to violate them.
Yeah. So we got this one, right?
Hmm.
What are
We can
more?
add the body,
Yeah, what is it? What was it about the body?
the length. At least is one of them.
Subject too short, subject too long, subject starts with a space. And what was the other ones you said?
The three
Details.
messages we checked when we modified the code, and one of them I think was the body too long. Details too many.
Oh,
Oh
gotcha.
no.
It was subject too short, details too many changes.
And
What is
details,
details?
what?
Commits that change.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
skip
And the
that
last
one.
one,
Details line too long.
line too long.
Should not contain more than, okay.
Mhm.
Uh, I think I hit that one. And then message contains emoji text. Message contains Unicode emoji. Message
Great, we can add
support ref. Let's
emojis.
do this.
Yeah. Let's have a super long emoji line.
Yeah, emojis.
I wanted to have, additional comments as well.
Yeah, this one should at least hit two, right? So this may prove
Mhm.
like on at least this one commit, we are only creating one
Yeah, yeah,
row.
yeah.
We'll have to do another commit to get it to hit the multiple commits.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And
What I meant is maybe we could touch another file like blank one and add a comment with violating the
yeah, let's
too
do these
short
in
thing.
sequence, meaning that let's see proof of this on one
All right,
commit first, and then
all right, all right, all right.
we could have some. I
Mhm,
hit
mhm,
squash
mhm,
commits there, so I don't have to deal
mhm,
with the
mhm,
other case, which is
mhm,
what we'd be dealing with, hopefully, and hopefully this will probably alert on the MR length too, because it's taking it from the commit.
mhm.
But hopefully this one's faster because it's a smaller repo.
We could
Watch.
probably disable other rules. I don't know if we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
disable
To make it faster.
other pipelines. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think those are specifically slow. I think it's the actual pulling of the Docker image and
Mhm,
starting the
mhm,
environment
mhm.
that's slow, right? Which is like, I think we kind of talked about that last
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
right? There's like, there has to be a faster way to get past that
Mhm,
initial thing. We've, okay, good. It failed. I don't know if in a good way. Okay,
mm,
let's go look at it in a better, prettier view.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Let's see. Okay. I don't know if I hit the right logic. Let's see. So I had it set to squash. Now it has these as errors. Let's see, what did I do in here? I thought I avoided that. Let's see. Oh, default to fail.
So
I may
it's
not be hitting the logic I think I'm hitting. Let's do this and push it again. And I'll do another commit and blow it up. That way we can get both. Because I think what's happening here is I don't think we hit our logic. Because I'm seeing these, right? Which means
mhm,
we went down into this code block instead of this one,
mhm.
right? Let's just, for giggles, I don't want to put any ambiguity at all. Let's just comment this out, comment that out. Now I don't care, we're always going to get our warn. And let's do, what did we want to do here? Space before it. You can violate it the same way, it doesn't matter. Let's just do two. There we go. And that'll violate it
Yep,
consistently.
yep, yep, yep.
And then we were doing that link thing. I forget what it
An
was.
emoji.
That thing. Yeah, I don't know how to do emojis. Uh, I don't think that's even valid. Hopefully it'll warn
Mhm,
whatever it's
mhm.
regexing on. Okay. Now, two commits. Now let's see what happens. Hello, computer. I have high hopes. If we like, the thing is like the hardest part about this one is finding what to edit, right? It's like
Yeah.
we already know how to add the collapsing logic. It's like is our guessing in the area
Hmm.
correct?
Yeah, I wish this had better tests.
There is an
Which
issue which
Mhm.
someone else created and I commented on too of
Oh,
creating
really?
a Robocop linter that will
Mhm.
lint on no having code in the danger file.
All right.
Okay,
Can
so
Oh, it passed.
well that means it's hit warnings, right? What
Yeah,
we
yeah,
want.
yeah, 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 yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. Right? It's
Also, and
matching.
yeah, we have Berkami collapses.
That's okay. I mean, so this tells me that okay, we got it on a per commit basis. We
Yeah,
bunched them, but we haven't bunched them overall,
yeah.
right? And we're still hitting multiple warns.
Hmm.
Right? Okay, but that's progress.
Definitely. That's already better.
Yeah. So like, what did we do wrong in here that it is causing it to not
Hmm.
in here perhaps, but when we call this, right? Are we like somehow we're hitting warn or fail commits multiple times, it feels
Hmm.
like.
Hmm. Hmm.
Is that in an iteration somewhere? I don't see it iterating. Oh, you know what? It's right here. Failed linters. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're only sending one linter, and each and every
Hmm.
commit gets a linter.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yep.
Uh, where did I get that failed linters? That. Now go to this, and now we want a wrapper to wrap them all. Yeah, find a way to batch that though. Oops, don't do that.
Mm.
Just indent the thing I care about. Okay, now we got to do
Do
a
a map.
map of a map.
Yep. But we have to flatten it
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah, yeah.
We could we can do the same thing as on the line 33. We could join them probably.
Yeah, let's ask Claude. Or not Claude.
I guess we could flatten them. Probably
Yeah,
Ruby has
I
something
think
for
you're
that.
right. Let's see if it has a chance. Like I never, all this stuff is
Hmm.
like that's simple. It's just like I never remember, when
Hmm.
it
Hmm. Hmm.
face. There we go.
Flat map.
That
Cool.
looks like a cool thing. Let's see what that looks like.
I think we need just flat map. Yeah.
Feels right.
Yeah.
Let's vibe code this one.
We need smileys.
If
Look, we need smileys.
I only was smarter on how to inject emojis and stuff in my
Uh,
editor.
I think if you hit Control Space, maybe it would give you that
Control
window.
space. Yeah, it should give me a control character. I tried it. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. We're too fast. And I feel like this is okay to be in the gem as a change because this is an improvement overall for all uses of danger on
Yeah.
across our
Mhm.
projects. So I don't have any problem pushing for this change across the board instead of just GitLab.
I, I think it might not be the last change that we do in this repo.
No, no, it won't. There's a bunch of other stuff in here that's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
probably are on our target.
Hmm. Um, I was about to ask whether we can add tests. Oh no.
Okay,
Oh no.
what did we do? Flat map. Okay, linters itself. Each maybe?
We can map and join them.
Yeah, let's see. Um, I like to outsource my thinking when all possible. Uh, like I feel like things like this are not worth my time to figure out. That's not where my
Hmm.
brain matters. It's not an array, but an instance of blah blah blah, which doesn't have you need to convert it into an array first. I don't know if I agree with that. If lint is already supposed to be a collection, but just doesn't have flat map, you could use a combination of map and flatten.
Hmm.
Maybe we should go back and see what linters.
Type is.
Yeah,
There was a type in the error.
yes,
Uh,
yes, yes. It is a type of danger files commit linter. But it doesn't make
can
sense.
we create it?
We're
Mhm.
sending an iteration, so it should be just like who's calling this? Still want to select. That should put it in an array, right?
I don't know. Well, it depends on the select
No,
method.
this, if we're hitting this one, we're only sending one,
Mhm.
I guess.
Yeah, but it does that twice, does it? Like
Yeah,
there is
we
no
have two
shortcut here.
lint commits, and like we are setting squash, so we are in this
Yeah,
block.
yeah, but the other one is not. It doesn't have a condition on it. The second one, so we'll do that twice.
Oh, right. So we're hitting an error on this one, but probably not for this one if we were to make it there.
I don't know.
Okay, let's go back to
Uh,
the suggestion and see if it's just this. If it's just sometimes we're sending one, sometimes we're sending two.
do we have a line for that?
This is like, doesn't,
For
oh,
the
see,
error?
it's already doing it, right? We just missed that logic.
All right.
So it already had that protection. It
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah, 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 yeah.
didn't protect it. Listen to that. Positive part here is we're getting to make multiple commits.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. It thinks it wants to be 4. It wants to be 4. You see it flash? There it is. Some kind of
Hmm.
incorrect state between the front end tab and this actually appearing, what's it
Yeah.
actually? It's been like that for years now.
So what
It's been
does
like
that?
that so long
Mhm,
that it's like part of my workflow, right? Like I
mhm,
know it's
mhm,
going to start soon if I see that flash.
mhm, mhm, mhm. What does that early check for MR squashing does, and why do we do the linting
Let's see.
twice? Hmm. I don't quite get it, but
I don't understand multi-line, I guess. If there's a squash MR, some of the errors come through with multiple lines in them or something. I don't know. It's not really clear, especially without test. And it deletes it off,
mhm, mhm.
so it doesn't get done again. So this is like one type, and then like this one handles all the other types. I guess some of them may have multiple lines.
So this one doesn't depend on the squash flag,
The one
and the
down
squash.
here, but it does when you get down here because it does this,
Yeah.
right? So that toggles that logic. So let's see, like, what is multi-line? Not nil on the details and details. Okay, I guess each one of them have like a title and like a details maybe or something like that, or a subject and a details. And I guess that's what means if
Mhm.
you have a subject and details and it's multi-line. Okay. And it only grabs the first one though. Go figure. Okay, so that
So
one
it
passed.
it it always fails on that.
Yeah, here we go.
Hooray.
So this is
Um,
our, I think it
mhm,
must be the first. It's only looking for the first commit. That's what it
mhm,
is. That's that logic, and that's why we still have 2 rows,
mhm,
right? But this bunched all the other ones into one, so a win, right? But this is like your first commit matters for some reason. Like,
because it's squashed. Squashed.
that's what it says to me. It could be like, uh, if it has multiple lines. Like, I don't know why it matters more if it has multiple lines versus not. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so first commit and all the rest,
Mhm.
either first or last. I don't remember how that works. Um, okay.
I
I,
see it as a win. We
yeah,
could
that's a
we
win.
could try to separate the commits between each other, or maybe have
Yeah, I mean, we
the
could
same
work on,
collapsing. Yeah.
yeah, we could work on like, you know, I think we should figure this out eventually.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
don't care right now. But in here, we could do something where we start doing our building our message a little bit more here. We
Yeah.
build a
Yeah. Yeah.
title, commit warnings or commit things or whatever, and
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
everything else can be a list,
Hmm.
a
Hmm.
list item that's all collapsed.
Hmm.
Kind of like how we did the other. We can even
Yeah.
collapse
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
title
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just do a markdown
Hmm.
list. I think that'd turn out good. We're over time. But I'm going to, so I think I'm going to leave. Did we push up the change? Why is it still saying? Oh, that's my comment. I'm going to push up that comment because I don't
Hmm.
want to have to think about it again. Um, and then we can either pick up on this asynchronously or pick up on it next week, depending on when we get time,
Hmm.
things like that.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
feel free to, if you have time, poke at it and push at it too. We got to figure out this thing eventually, eventually before we commit anything, but
Yeah, 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 yeah.
allows us to see things in the clear a little easier. Right now, I think this is the concept we want, sending them all that way and then handling it there, but we got to figure out this.
We need to figure out how to, yeah, how the squash works as well. Maybe we need to make this branching before in the previous method where we have two methods, have two times calling the one of fail commits thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, I'll
Anyway, yeah, again, thanks for driving this.
yeah,
I don't always catch up, but yeah, I think you're doing this great. Let's continue on this next time. Or I think please do ping me on this MR. I'll try to figure out the logic of sync, just to,
yeah.
to catch up.
I will put this in
Oh yeah, yeah, cool.
our message in
Hmm.
our agenda here for us, and then if either of us get to it, all good. If not, we'll iterate on it during this
Hmm.
meeting. Cool.
Cool. Thank you, Luke. Thanks for driving this. Was an amazing session, and yeah, I think it would look much better if we could somehow collapse this into one short heading, something.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool.
Cool. Thanks. See ya. Bye.
Bye.